everyone! Today I'm going to do another food video and show you a couple, I guess, Norwegian delicacies. Not necessarily delicacies, but they're something different that I'm not used to having in the States. I don't know if they actually are there or not. One of them I know we kind of have similar stuff, but it's not a very common household food. Both of them actually are not very common. So what I'm talking about is this one. If you remember my last video, I said Norwegians have a lot of stuff that are in tubes. Well, this is caviar. And yeah, caviar is caviar is what it is. Now, like I said in the past, it wasn't the black, what is it, beluga caviar, I think is what I've seen in the States. They have like these little jars, some probably about that big, little tiny things that cost like an arm and a leg. So it's like fancy, super rich food. This is actually a lot more normal here. This one specifically, when it comes to brand names, I really don't know which is better or more loved. This is just the newest one that I've tried. This one has more of the torsk. Torsk, I believe, is codfish, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that one, but I think it's codfish. And rein is roe, fish eggs. So caviar, right? So basically, there's not really much to this. It's it's got some oil. It's got 60% of the fish eggs, a little bit of sugar, some stabilizers, whatnot, and that's about it. So it's caviar. So that's good. Now these two items I've already tried, so you're not going to really be getting an expression of what I think is, like as a first time try. But I can tell you both of them, like you're probably going to find in a lot of my trial videos, I liked them. I really love fish, so this was no problem. I've had sushi plenty of times, and I get the salmon egg sushi and stuff like that, so that's not a big deal for me. This one was a little strange. Now, this is not children. Even though there is a child's picture on this box here, this is not children. I know there's a lot of videos out there about people talking about Norwegians eating kids. This is what brings that up. So for somebody that comes to comes to Norway and they see in the store a huge box full of these cans with children faces on it. There's this is the boy, there's a girl, there's teenagers, various ones. What this is leverpostei, and basically it is a liver pate. Yeah, I've never eaten it before in the States, so this is my first time I ever tried it. Was here, and again, like I said, I liked it. It's pretty good. There's another one. It's a different brand that we normally get here, but this one is this is the funny one for Norway because they always have kids' faces on it. But the other brand is normally what we get, and it's, I think they call it innbakt leverpostei, and so it's like fresh baked in the little aluminum can that it comes in. So there's not a huge flavor difference, but I just like the other one a little bit better. So like I said, I've already tried these, but I wanted to show them off and thought you might get a kick out of that because there's a kid's face on it. So to see a food product like that, yeah, it's not children, but I know a lot of people think that it is. So let's just get in and I'll kind of show you what it looks like and get the camera here so you can see what it looks like as I'm opening and preparing this stuff. Okay, so here I've gone and set up just a kind of little spread here, just so you can display or see everything else that is involved in this. So here we got the standard hvitost. This one is Norvegia. It's a very, very common white cheese. This is basically like Norway's cheddar cheese. It is really one of the staples of most meals that involve cheese. So you're either going to have the white cheese, hvitost, or you'll have the brown cheese when it comes to more of a sweet type of stuff. So this one's not sweet. Like I said, it's not cheddar cheese, but that's going to be the closest kind of resemblance. It's not like a Monterey Jack cheese. It definitely doesn't taste like that. It's not Swiss cheese. So the closest it is like a mild cheddar cheese. but it's not cheddar also. So I really don't know how to explain it. It's white cheese. It's good. So that's a pretty mild, normal thing, and I like to eat that with the caviar. So, you know, some people may think that's terrible, that's the wrong way of doing it. I don't know, that's how I was shown originally, and I have come accustomed to really enjoy it that way. So I'm gonna have the caviar with the white cheese. So get in a normal tube. They all have these little things so you can pierce it open, and metal tube. But yeah, so here we go. Let's get some of this on here. Now, like I said, I really like fish and stuff, so I use probably more than the average, but so you can see what it looks like. There we go. Standard orange, you know, fish egg type of color. And a little paste type thing. Go ahead and close this up. And personally, I don't spread this out. You know, people spread it out on the bread or whatever. I just leave it like that. Slice some cheese with the handy-dandy cheese slicer that Norway is popular for inventing, as far as I have read. It's probably a controversial thing, but I'm pretty sure they said Norway invented it. So let's get a little cheese on there. And that is pretty commonly how I will eat it. So nothing pretty, but that's how I eat that. Now for the leverpostei. And just so you know, I'm doing this right now because this is also my lunch. This is a very typical Norwegian lunch at home, or even they bring to work and school. It's very traditional for, most of the time it's more bread because it's a little bit more hearty, a little more filling. But yeah, they bring knäckebröd also. But it's very common to bring your own meal to work, to school and stuff like that, because it's not as common to have cafeterias, or it's also not very common to eat out so much because it's really expensive. So it is, that's one huge difference that I've noticed here in Norway compared to US, is it's a lot more common to bring your own food. In the US, it's almost too easy to get, you know, eat out lunch at all the fast food places or even just restaurants that are cheap. That's not how it works here. So yeah, bringing your own lunch is good. So anyways, let's get this open. See what kids look like. I mean, leverpostei. So get that open, and as you probably might have already suspected, it's cat food. No, it's not cat food, but yeah, it smells like it, looks like it. Oh, it just reminded me of something after smelling it. If you've ever had deviled ham actually is extremely similar in texture and not taste, because deviled ham, I believe, is mostly just ham, whereas this is liver. Should have looked at the ingredients ahead of time there, but yeah, it's pig liver mostly, water and some other stuff. Actually, even has a little bit of anchovies in it. That's interesting. So flour, pig livers, anchovies, and some other random seasonings and fillers and holder togethers and whatnot, all those other things they put in this type of food. So yeah, that is that. It is definitely not a very appealing sight, as you can see there. It's got little air pockets and what, and it does have the smell of a cat food, which, you know, if you really think about it, what canned meat doesn't have that kind of smell to it, right? So yeah, this I spread out. Get a little bit more on there because I'm hungry. Now, this is awkward. I've never really made food this way on camera, so I'm trying out something new with the angle I got here. I wanted you to be able to see it in progress. Let's get that off the knife. Probably put a little bit too much there, honestly, but that's okay. So put this off the side. And oh, one other thing. You know, this is a very common item here, this leverpostei, because we have in store, you can buy these. And obviously you're not going to eat that whole can right away, so this is a lid specially made for these cans. So you can save it. Now, I'm pretty sure the US has these. I think I saw it one time at some, like, knick-knack shop or whatever, but it's funny because these are all at the grocery stores. This one, and then the oval-shaped one for the mackerel, stuffed mackerel cans, which I did another video for earlier. So anyways, close that up. And we have here, how do I say that? Pariser, agurker, pickles, basically. Agurk is pickles or zucchini. Wait, is that what you make pickles out of? Or cucumbers? Yeah. And this is the sutt-type, so that's the sweet pickles. And I've been told that's very common to eat with. That's how my wife eats them, and I've seen other people do it. And that's how I've tried it. So that's what I like. And let me get a fork. Get that open nice and fresh. And just get a couple of them out. And there we go. There you have a very typical Norwegian lunch. It's not a huge fancy fast food or baked food or anything like that. Typically, warm food on average is going to be for dinner, what is called middag. And normally for breakfast and lunch, you have just this type of stuff, which, you know, at first I was a little thrown off about it because I love the pancakes and the eggs and, you know, all the typical American foods, but, you know, I've become really accustomed to enjoying this type of food, and I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. So there you are, a little bit of leverpostei, not children, and some caviar, not children also, with pickles and cheese. I don't want this to fall off the plate here. Yeah, like I said, I've already tried it, so, you know, skål, if you want. And yeah, it's good. So, yeah, when it comes to flavors, it's really nothing like I've had before, so it's hard to describe. The closest that this is going to be, which is not exactly, is to like deviled ham, but it is a liver pate. So if you've ever had some sort of liver pate, then you're probably going to be very familiar with what this is. So don't let the can throw you off on what is in it. Caviar. This is not the expensive beluga black caviar, which I guess is like super salty. This is still salty, but it has more of a smoky taste to it, so it's like smoked fish taste. And cheese and pickles. You know? Nothing insanely exciting, but a very, very common Norwegian lunch. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that, learned a little something about how Norwegians eat lunch, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what I'm doing here for you, don't forget to give me those thumbs up. They're definitely appreciated. I'm enjoying all the comments down below. Keep that up, guys. I really like that. I'd like to ask, maybe, you know, give me a few questions to answer for you. Maybe you're interested in knowing something about my experiences, or you know, something that you're curious about the United States, where I'm from, and like to know kind of how it is different from where I am now here in Norway. So yeah, I would appreciate that. Very helpful. And if I get enough, then I'll put together kind of a Q&A video to go along with that and pick out my favorite questions. So anyways, if you guys, like I said, come to the end of the video here and you saw that, that would be great to do. Otherwise, leave questions and comments in general down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ha det bra!